Do you like? It's like I'm virtual YouTuber, Arides. Return of the King. In before people get baited by the title and leave as soon as they hear male voices. Nah. Male. Male voices, males can do. Males can do ASMR. Males do ASMR. But yes, usually people tend to listen to ASMR of the opposite sex. Because although people say it's not a sex thing, it's totally a sex thing. I think it's just genetics, really. I think it kind of makes sense that if you're attracted to that race, you'd prefer that kind of like voice and stuff. I can't hear the game audio. Twitch is probably not. Twitch isn't the place for males at all. Evidently. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't have audio for some reason. You guys can hear that? Yeah, you can. Why can't I? Why don't I get to hear game? Maybe... Oh, you guys probably lost audio as well. Nope. That made my motherboard angry. What about this? That also made my motherboard angry. I'm sorry. Yeah, why don't I get audio though? Let me check your theory though. Dude, there are males doing ASMR. ASMR male whispering, toothbrush sounds, ASMR male ear licking, male mole fur brush triggers clip. Damn, dude, get all the tags in the title. Okay, but audio, how can I acquire it? Oh, you know what it might be? Actually, hang on. Let me try this. There we go. Me back on the two male voice ASMR streams I've stumbled across. Yeah, that was literally just sex. I don't mean that. I just mean I think some people get off to ASMR. And I do think that people tend to watch ASMR of whatever from ASMR artists of whatever sex they're attracted to. Or sexes that they're attracted to. You know? In my experience, I've never met a guy who like watches male ASMR. I guess now I know you, but also, you know, Heck, I'm bi, and I don't even listen to ASMR. I know a bi guy that doesn't even listen to male ASMR. I don't know any girls that listen to ASMR, so I can't fully check my theory. Sex with Oni-chan in the bath was an interesting experience. Was that a real? What am I kidding? Of course it was. It's you. You probably saw it on Nico video or something. To moisten up that voice box. Tip of the tongues, teeth the lip, the tip of the tongues, teeth the lips. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so hopefully this is not an absolutely mitigated disaster. How much can you... There's like some app that people used to stream connected to Twitter. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Can't remember the name of it. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Hopefully this isn't a disaster. Hopefully I don't, like, accidentally peak the mic or go too loud or anything. This is my first time doing this, and hopefully it's not bad. Someone's gonna come in here expecting ASMR and get, like, my shitty ass... my improv ASMR stream, where I just decided out of nowhere to do it. I don't know how long this will last either, but... I also wonder if Aira, the little Aira picture, will bait anyone into thinking I'm a VTuber. That'd be so funny. The bait stream. That's what this really is. I was thinking about making a whole route ASMR, but then I was like, hang on. That's a terrible idea. And also then I'd have to wait, because I like just started Shizune. It had live comments, and like everyone was just role-playing being sexed by Oni-chan. Oh, as you do. That's fucking hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Wonder how many of them were guys. Because you know some of them were guys. But I'm sure there were a ton of girls there too, just wanting him to be Oni-chan. At least in Japan, Oni-chan is an easier to acquire title than Big Brother here. Like, no one calls you Big Brother just because. Like, no one calls you brother here unless you're, like, actually their brother or, like, a closer male friend. But in Japan, like, chicks will just call you Big Brother if you're, like, older. They'll just be like, Oni-chan. Heck, there was a girl at uni that used to call me Oni-chan. It was low-key kinda hot. Alright. Also get ready for lip smacks. Hang on, I'm gonna turn off the mic while I prepare my whisper voice. Okay. Set up my clicky boys. I know at least one male because it was a guy I knew on Twitter and he came in after he saw me post about it. Like I said, not surprising, but the next morning, do I want to do soft spoken or whisper? I'm gonna go with whisper. I think soft spoken sounds better, but my voice is horrible for doing soft spoken. It's much better at whispering. Even though I think whispering is meant to hurt your voice more, but I don't experience. I experienced soft spoken making it worse. The next morning, I recall what a perfect night last night was. So much so that I can't stop thinking about it. It's probably not the. It's probably. I'm way too loud. I'm peeking the mic, I think. ASMR content. Yep. It's gotta be some kind of sick joke. I'm not too worried about it, but I wonder if they really couldn't have held off on this for at least another week. Well, at least the weather this morning is nice enough that I can study outside before class. I wonder if this will ever have more than one viewer. It's a lot more refreshing out here than it would be in the classroom. Not to mention with how quiet it is, I'm starting to think that everyone else will be sleeping in pretty late today. I put down the notes I'm reviewing for a second and stare out at the school grounds, still littered with festival stalls. Is the music fine, or is it kind of loud? Is it ruining it? I don't know. Tell me if the game music's too loud or anything. Because like the game audio is a weird situation where like the volume is less, but it's full volume and then the volume put down, where I'm higher volume whispering, which is like, it's kind of I don't know how to fucking explain audio, but it could be weird, so just tell me if it's a problem. Looking at them now in the daytime without proper lanterns or crowds of people to draw my attention away from them, I notice something peculiar. I'm worried I keep peeking the mic. That may have been because there was a P in there though. Hang on. What if I... Oh, sorry. P noise without blowing into the mic is the ultimate voice actor talent, yeah. Yeah, that got loud. I'm not even close to the mic. A lot of the stores that Shizune, Misha, and I visited last night also happen to be ones that we worked on. That's cute. Did Shizune come up with this? It had to be intentional.
watch on and see the fruit of our labors. I hear footsteps crunching the grass behind me and turn around. I feel slightly paranoid, but all I find is Shizune standing there with an innocuous look on her face. Good morning. Why do I keep forgetting that she can't hear me? It's probably because I've gotten so used to Misha translating for both of us that I haven't actually run into many situations where I was forced to acknowledge Shizune's deafness and the problems that could stem from it.
I almost read that as defenselessness.
I think yesterday was the first. I give her a wave anyway. I can do at least this much, but I'm not even going to pretend for a minute that I could hold up a conversation with her, considering my ignorance of sign language. Would it be rude to just go back to my notes? I don't really know what else I could do. Where's Misha? Not just because I can't understand you. You two are always together anyway, so I'm not used to seeing you apart. I thought it's silly, but for some reason talking to her makes me feel less awkward. Surprisingly, she doesn't get mad at all. She starts signing, but it's different than usual. Shuna's hands move more slowly, and the gestures are simpler. I quickly realize that this isn't sign language at all, but she's still attempting to communicate with me.
Yeah, sign language and, like, trying to hand sign to someone who doesn't know sign language are very different things. No, this position isn't working at all. I'm trying to get into a good position. Because I gotta keep my friggin'... Gotta keep my mouth close to the mic. And I don't have a mic stand. Does everything sound okay though? It's been sounding okay? Hopefully.
So this is...
Sounds fine enough, good.
So this is the sign language equivalent of breaking it down in the layman's terms.
Isn't this the front? Why is it so...
I'm terrified that if I attempted to gesture back, I'd just look like a total dumbass. Look on Shizune's face tell me that she's starting to think that trying to have any kind of back and forth like this is not exactly the best way to accomplish things. There has to be a better way. Writing on a pad, shakes her head from side to side, indignantly. No tricks. I felt that because you had made those dolls, they were the most important ones. We had to visit them because everyone should be able to appreciate the fruits of their labor. I wanted to be able to see and enjoy what you had done. I'm sort of touched. Still, I have to wonder why she would go out of her way and ask as much of my response. Because you were depressed. I wanted to say that I was depressed for days, but stop. It's true. I was moping quite a bit, and not being too subtle about it half the time. Eva, so it's possible that you knew. Was everything she did just to cheer me up then? Thanks. I mumble it before I can catch myself, but Shizune doesn't seem to care. I write it down instead, and she knows. Oh! And she nods once, as if unused to it. The silence between us grows more vast with each passing second, and there's nothing I can do to break it. Having to write everything down on paper kind of destroys any hope of trying to be casual. Good luck on the exam. Shizune pushes the pad right in front of my eyes, breaking my concentration, taking the initiative again as always. As she walks into the school building, I can't help but feel a little sad. That felt like the longest 20 minutes of my life, and all because it's so alien to me to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody by passing notes to each other that I can't help coming up a blank most of the time. It makes me want to learn sign language. That's easier said than done, although in a school like Yamaku, they might very well have sign language classes. In that case, there would be little reason not to pursue this. The only person who I can think to ask at the moment is Misha. How badly do I want to know this? There's two options. Wait until after class. I'll look for her now. I guess I'll go now, but I'm not certain where she is. My best bet would be to start searching for her in the girls' dorm, though. After all, if she wasn't with Shizune, that's probably the only place where she would be. A guy casually prowling around the girls' dorm early in the morning is unacceptable, but asking Misha about sign language classes in front of Shizune would be just unthinkable. She has to come to school sometime after all. We're in the same class, so she too has to take this test. If I wait here, I'll be sure to see her sooner or later. I just hope she doesn't walk past me while I'm flipping through my notes. Turns out to be a pretty long wait as students file into the school. I wonder if Misha is going to be late. Eventually, I catch sight of her. While she bounces across the grounds, it hits me that I'd have to be polite to miss her with her incredibly distinctive hair. Hi, Ikchan. Good morning. Morning. days, and I'm still not used to the experience. The actual signing is easier to pick up than I expected, but most of my classmates are hard of hearing. On top of that, the teacher favors immersion. I haven't had her speak since I asked if I could take the class. It's an alien concept and really unnerving. The moment I step out of the classroom, I hear a familiar laugh explode through the air a short distance to my left. What? Hi, Egg-chan. It's just not in my sign language class. This is the first time I've seen her in this context. I still don't know whether not being in my class is good or bad. It would be more interesting with her in it, but the potential for awkward situations would increase drastically. Hi.
Wahaha whisper. Yeah, it's hard to do. You basically just have to read it.
It's a surprise to see you here, Egg-chan. That's right, you're taking sign language, aren't you? Right. What do you think of it so far, Egg-chan? It's not easy to learn a new language, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Despite how difficult it is from other languages, it's still easier than English. Ha, really, Egg-chan? I agree. I was just joking, but she's apparently totally serious. I wonder how Misha can effortlessly translate things to me while simultaneously having a conversation with Shizune in a different language like she does.
I'm turning more soft-spoken than whispery, but I don't know. It feels like that's how I should go. I'm all over the place. Doesn't help that it's kind of hot, actually. Hang on. The heat is very good at destroying my ability to think clearly or enjoy myself. When it's hot, I just like shut down. It like drains me. I don't handle heat well at all. If it's cold, it's fine. I can handle being cold. But the heat destroys me. Winter exists, Era. It's too hot. It's the heater's on because of other people in the house. It's like it was on like 19 degrees. Like, kidding me? It's too hot. I turned it down to 18, so hopefully the room will like cool down before it decides to come on again. Until now, I've taken for granted how amazing it is. Someone bumps into my shoulder and apologizes. It's getting kind of crowded here, with what with it being the end of the day and all. I think we should talk somewhere else instead of the hallway. Let's go to the roof or something. Okay. Should I go back to whispering? I don't know. The audio seems... Maybe I shouldn't look at the audio levels because Toast is saying it's fine. But it feels like the volume at which my whispering is at is really inconsistent. Like it went into the red there for a brief second, but now it hasn't gone into the, like, even the yellow for a while. So I'm just worried that my whisper sucks. Whatever. If there's an issue, feel free to complain so that I know there's one. Dude, whispering is so weird. Maybe I should just do soft spoken like this, maybe? I don't know. Decide to continue talking on the way. No, I hate soft spoken on my voice. I decided to continue talking on the way. It's surprisingly... You should lick the mic. Should I? Do you actually want me to? It's gonna sound horrible. Do I have something here to dry it? Hang on. I'm getting something so we can dry this mic like instantly. I'll fucking do it though. You asked for this. While I get something, it's your last chance to back out. Oh shit, he wants it. I guess we're going in. I said you can back out. I'll turn the mic off before I dry it because me rubbing down the mic with a towel would destroy everyone's ears. You're the only one here anyway, and no one watches my fucking archives on YouTube anyway. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, here we go. I shouldn't be licking things. God damn it. Whatever. It's my mic. No one else has ever even touched it. There. How was that? You didn't hear crap? That's weird. The audio levels were like as high as they are now. I mean, it's a mic. It's not like I can only get so close to the actual hearing apparatus. You should probably heard something that time. Yeah, you heard that? How I've dried the mic now, I think. Wait, let me check that it's actually dry. You deaf heard that? How was it? That do anything for you? Yeah? Wait, two clips? Toast, what are you doing? Bruh? Hey, man. You let me know. You let me know. You let me know after this if that did anything for you. Just kidding. Haha. Unless. Okay. Let's continue reading the visual novel. I'm gonna have to listen to this later. Unless, I mean, you know. What the fuck am I doing? ASMR's turned me into a weird flirt demon. Also, why are there two clips? What have you done? Hang on. This demands investigation. OBS. Turn off the desktop audio while I'm on Twitch. Videos? Clips. Unnoticed. I'm supposed to be hearing. Is this it? The second one? Oh god. Oh god. You into that? You into that? You know. If you are, I can provide. And not just over the internet. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let's continue the actual video novel. That was pretty full on. You didn't hear me when I just straight up did the lick, so I basically had to fucking make out with my mic. I decided to continue talking on the way. It's surprisingly quiet enough to carry on a conversation while doing so. It's still taking me some time to get used to having to look at the teacher constantly. I guess it took all those years of simply listening to the lectures while I doodled for granted. It makes taking notes a lot more difficult too. The introductory class is small, and I'm already behind. I guess I have a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, this is much better. I turn around to look back at Misha and see her staring at me with her hands on her hips and her cheeks Whoa, it's chill out. Is this stream a dirty stream? I don't know, maybe. Are you as turned on as you expected to be, Toast?
I don't know if I need a tutor yet. She looks more disappointed than usual. It makes me feel awkward to see her making that kind of face.
About to get banned by Twitch. Would I? It's fine. It's 6 for the years. For sexual content. No, this is fine. Ear sex. You can just imagine it's me getting up in person with you. The licking, that was me just, I don't know, licking your ear or making out with you, whatever you're into.
I want to be a sign language teacher, Hik-chan, but it would really be great if I could try tutoring someone in at first. Even if it's for a little while, the experience would be valuable. Well, yeah, that's true. I didn't know you wanted to be a sign language teacher. It's hard to believe she isn't intentionally trying to make me feel guilty, because she's very good at it. Still, it makes sense. She's very good at sign language already from what I've seen, and certainly has the voice for dealing with the hearing impaired. I never saw her as the teaching type, though. It's the reason why I wanted to go to this school, Hik-chan. It's also really expensive to attend here, you know. Besides, I want to be a sign language teacher. They have reduced tuition fees. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to keep going here.
So is that why she's here? I guess? She's saying it's the only reason she's able to be here, so I guess so. I did always think, what's actually wrong with Misha, but I don't know. I just thought she was like neurodivergent or something. Or like had a unseeable condition like Hik-chan. Why am I calling him fucking Hik-chan now? God damn it, Misha. Sorry.
See, it's not that I think... I see. It's not that I think you would be bad at tutoring. It's just that I don't know if I need it just yet. You're right, Hik-chan. You're smart. Well, no. That just makes me sound arrogant. Alright. Please tutor me. Really? Okay. Yay. Thanks, Hik-chan. I'll do my best. Let's start right now. Too soon. I miss Shik-chan. Didn't you just see her this morning? But it's hard to talk to her in class, Hik-chan. There's no student council today either. Well, there have been exams all week. It'd be kinda mad if there was still student council. I'll be glad when they are over. When it's back, you're not gonna skip out, right, Hik-chan? Of course, I'm in it after all. Don't worry, I'm not going to just suddenly stop showing up. A promise is a promise. Misha pauses for a second, not looking very convinced. Shik-chan takes the student council very seriously, Hik-chan. Now that you've joined, she works harder than before, since she wants to make a good impression. Some other people joined it first, but they stopped coming soon after. Shik-chan tried to get more people interested in the student council, but wasn't successful. Even when someone would join, they'd stop coming eventually. They'd make excuses and just put it off more and more until they stopped coming altogether. However, I believe that you really mean it, Hik-chan. Maya stay focused on her hands, tilting them almost of their own free will, softly signing everything she is saying to herself as she speaks. When you said you would join, she was really happy. Shik-chan thinks you're interesting, Hik-chan. An uninteresting person won't have the drive needed to join. Even if they do, a person that isn't interesting will quit soon after. That's what Shik-chan said. So, it's my duty to make sure you keep going. Is that why you wanted to tutor me? You're kinda sneaky. Really, Hik-chan? That's the first time anyone has said that about me. There's no chance that I would avoid student council work now. Thinking back over the past few days, I've Promise and force of will are alluring. I can't tell Misha that though. Okay, Hik-chan, let's review what you learned in class today. You don't even know what I learned in class today. Yeah, right, Hik-chan. Okay, let's start with the basics then. I'll just teach you everything from the beginning. You're kidding, right? Huh? You're serious? That's like days of lessons, and we're not even learning on the same level. It's like riding a bike, Hik-chan. You never forget the basics. I don't know how to ride a bike though. I know. Right. I want to be a teacher one day, so of course I know what I'm doing. Okay. We're starting. It just looks like she's trying very hard, so this could be bad. Well, learning a language is vastly different from teaching it, and the first step is usually the hardest part. Honestly, I couldn't do any better. Still, sign language was formally introduced in the 18th century by a Frenchman named, whose name I can't pronounce, and he started the first public school for the deaf in 1755, but the unwritten history of sign language is said to... I don't really know where to start, sorry. Well, what better place to start than the history of sign language, right? No, wait, maybe the alphabet. Okay, the alphabet it is then. Okay, Hik-chan, this is pretty basic stuff, although some people think that this is all of signing and forget there are all kinds of specific gestures and words.
Yeah, that's true. You only use the alphabet, like, I think when you need to say names. And for some words, there are plenty of words that just have their own sign. And I only know this because I know a little bit of Japanese Sign Language. Because I got obsessed with Silent Voice. I still kind of am obsessed with Silent Voice. But I got obsessed with that movie, and then I spent time actually learning Sign Language. Like, it's not just like, oh, I watched the movie enough and picked up some stuff. There was some of that. But I also actually just learned it outside of that. I don't remember much, I'm gonna be honest. I remember the signs for ba, ma and mi, because they're really easy and similar. I remember ka. And I think I used to know more. I used to know like su, and I think a few other S's. But yeah, I can only really remember 4. And I can remember words and gestures better though. I still remember how to do thank you and sorry. I just want to watch that fucking movie now. God damn it.
Although you can't really get anything else without the basics. This is do you see it? Now you try. I already know this though. The humor anyway. Yeah, that's it. Now this is B and this is C. Misha makes one symbol with each hand without specifying which is which. And now D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and Z. Yeah, this is bad. Do you think Shizune wants to do some student council work today anyway? We could go. Of course not, Hik-chan. Come on, I'll do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Your turn. So there's really no student council work that needs doing or anything like that. What are you talking about, Hik-chan? Come on, sign. Like this. No, like this. Like this. Uh-huh. I wish Hik-chan was here. This would be so much easier with her. That's how sign language is taught most of the time anyway, with 2 instructors. Did you know that, Hik-chan? No.
Was there 2 in the classroom? Sal's description didn't give me that impression, and he said he didn't even know it was usually 2 instructors. Why is there not 2 teachers then for the class?
I let my brain run through what this would be like if Shizune were here. I start to notice that it's getting late, so I thank Misha, bid her goodbye, and go back to my dorm. I learned a lot today.
Oh, we got 2 viewers.
I'm jolted awake by a thunderous banging sound coming from my door. My first thought is it could be Shizune. After all, only a deaf person or a jackass would knock that loudly at this hour. Who is it? Of course, if it's Shizune, she wouldn't be able to hear that or answer it. There's no reply, so I'm kind of pleased. I haven't seen Shizune in a while. Oh god. Oh god. Opening the door, I find Kenji standing in the hall, his eyes nervously darting from side to side. Oh, it's you. Yeah, it's me. What kind of reaction is that? Well, I'd be able to give you a more personalized response if you would have answered when I asked who it was. Kenji frowns and pushes up his glasses exactly like Shizune. Why are you making that weird face?
Lord Kenji.
I wonder how he's able to see me making a face now. He wasn't able to the millions of other times I've reacted to something weird he has said or done. I kinda want to pursue this, but I'm too tired to actually do it. Shizune pushes her glasses up just like that, you know. The student council president. It's just a little weird. What the hell? What do you mean? That's the girl who does the same thing. You mean she touched her glasses? I do that. That's my thing.
Back to 1 viewer. The baiting has worked. Well, that's his thing.
Who is this bitch? Why are bitches all up in my business, stealing what I do? Why bitches gotta be up in Kenji's business? His character flips from anger to fear in the blink of an eye. Is she trying to replace me? Pot people? No, wait, that's an exact copy. Pot woman. It's like my 2 greatest fears combined. It is. I can't believe he has a point. Hey, you gonna go into town today? Maybe later. Okay, awesome. I have some stuff I want you to pick up for me at the post office. Some delicate and secret stuff. He speaks in a whisper, as if talking about his mails, even a normal tone of voice would jeopardize it. You can have the mail sent directly here, you know. No, you can't. You can have your mail sent to the school, and then the student council picks it up, and then they give it to you. It's not the same as the mail appearing in your hands. I don't trust the student council. Many dudes don't get their mail here, you know. They probably steal it all. They think that just because it's sent to them, they have a license to steal. I can just see them now, elbow deep in mail, fast grabbing all the free swag they can get a hold of. Sickening. Where can I find this mailman who can conjure mail out of thin air onto you and into your hands? I don't know. But the student gets. I don't know. I bet the student council killed him to preserve their monopoly on all the students' shit. It doesn't work that way. Is that what you wanted though? Fine. I can pick up your mail for you, but eventually I'm going to collect on all these favors. You already owe me some money. Thanks for reminding me. I'll pay you back after I get my package. Yeah, my bad. I can't really pay you until then. I'm still broke. I'm basically doing it for money, like a job. When do you need the package first? Is there money in the package? Nah. I'm seriously dumbfounded. Why can't you get it? Because I'm going to remodel my room today into a war room. As the days go by, I realize more and more how dangerous feminism is. It really is everywhere, even in places like Iran. You can't tell how far enough it goes. What does Iran have to do with it, Kenji? When the war begins, if we haven't transcended the concept of nations to fight for our genders, it'll be chaos.
realize more and more that you are not Bolin. I've only talked like 4 times. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever. I'll get your packages. Awesome. Close the door and jump right back into bed. The second my head hits the pillow, a painfully loud ringing assaults my ears, and I realize it's my clock. The alarm goes off. What? The alarm going off means that right now is the time I'm supposed to wake up in the first place. On weekdays, at least. I pick it up and throw it without looking up. It gets wedged between the bed and the wall, and the noise not stopping. In fact, it seems to grow louder. By the time I'm able to pry it out of there, I know I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. The only thing I can think of doing now is going into town and just getting Kenji's stupid package, but it's too early for that. After showering, I take my medication. I'm actually very hungry today, since I went without dinner yesterday. And before that, I had just a very light lunch. I ate the pills, chomping on them like a leg of lamb. They are unbelievably bitter and disgusting. Well, good medicine tastes bad, or something like that. I'm still hungry, and there's still a lot of time to kill, so I decide to go into town and find somewhere to have breakfast. I can't remember the last time I ate out. Besides, the weather is nice, so why not? Oh man.
Alright, I think I'm actually going to stop here because I know it's only been like an hour, but this is actually putting more of a strain on me than I thought it would, and mainly, what else? Right, I haven't streamed in so long, so like I'm already starting to feel it. I'm just not used to it again. What a ASMR. Well, I'm glad you liked that part. But yeah, it's just been a long time, and this is actually straining me more than I thought it would. So, I mean, a bit more than an hour. That's good enough for now. I hope you enjoyed ASMR stream. My stomach also feels a little weird, so I'm not sure if I'm sick or not. Hope not. Maybe I shouldn't have made out with my mic. Instant Rona. No, hopefully it's fine. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed make out noises. And you stay frosty out there. See you next time. Oh right, yeah, I'm gonna be, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. I guess if I do stream tomorrow, it'll be this again. Don't know if it'll be ASMR again. We'll see. I don't know if I prefer this or not. It's kind of weird. Let me know, I guess, what you'd prefer. Alright, you'll stay frosty.